Hello, and welcome to Western Oregon University's Fall Orientation. I'm Dr. Kristen Morrow, pronouns she, her, hers, and I'm the Director of Transfer Pathways. I work with students on how their classes transfer into Western.
I'm Kelsey Butner, Assistant Director for Student Engagement. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I work with transfer non-traditional students in building community at the Warner University Center, which is the student union building on campus.
And hi, I'm Gabby Boyle. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. I'm an academic success advisor, and I work with transfer and prospective students on their degree plans and getting them connected in their majors.
Before we jump into student life, we'd like to talk to you about the definitions of transfer and non-traditional students. As you can see, transfer students have attended an institution prior to Western and must have 36 or more college credits.
Non-traditional students typically are older than 25, have children, or are returning to school after an extended break.
As you also know, you all exhibit a range of diversity in terms of age, race, socioeconomic status, and previous educational experiences. You also have an experience from your previous institution that you bring with us and may need help adjusting to your new institution. We also know that you do not want to be treated as freshmen because you have unique needs. And a fun fact, our transfer students actually graduate at higher rates than our native students.
With our non-traditional students, as you all know, you're balancing a lot of things between work, family, and school, and there needs to be some flexibility within that. There's a dedication to schoolwork, and then sometimes there can be a feeling of disconnection from campus if you don't find something engaging and supportive with Campus Network soon after starting school.
Now we're going to jump into student life at WU. First, there are some common transitions and transfer shock is a thing. First, you may be adjusting to an online class environment, class sizes, academic rigor, and our institutional culture. Culture shock is defined as different institutional practices, administrative silos, and less interaction with faculty and staff. However, at our campus, our faculty are highly involved, so I doubt you'll experience that one. Another thing you may experience is transfer shock, and that's defined as a decrease in your GPA the first term after your transfer. But good news, research shows that the majority of students will rebound within their first term, so don't be discouraged if this term goes a little less well than you planned. You will rebound, and we're here to support you.
We've got some tips for success for you. Our first tip for you is to confirm your academic plan with an academic success advisor like me. Also, use your resources. There's a lot of resources on campus that are just waiting for you. There's so much free tutoring. It's bananagrams, and you just need to reach out to use it. There's also a lot of advising. Not just my office offers advising. Definitely reach out to the professors in your area or just the professors of your class. You can engage on campus in a lot of different ways, even in a digital world. You can look for campus jobs through the WolfLink / handshake icon in your portal. There's plenty of clubs that are still going to be holding meetings while we're digital, and getting connected with your classmates through your Moodle or your Canvas site. It's also a great idea to communicate early and often with your professors about what your real life situation is at home, especially if you've got dependents that you are taking care of that might interrupt you getting your schoolwork done. A study hack that we have for you is an app recommendation that's based on productivity and attention span research. It's commonly known as like the tomato timer. It's based in a method called the Pomodoro method of studying, but the app to look for is Flat Tomato, and I really recommend it. We've got a couple tips here for juggling a whole lot of things. Again, shameless plug of my office. Meet with a academic success advisor if you don't know what you need. If you don't even know where to start, you start with us. So building a schedule and actually scheduling in the time that it takes to get your schoolwork done and making those boundaries known to the folks that are around you, that with your family or anything like that, so that the people around you are also respecting your schedule. The best time to organize your term is right after you've received all of your syllabi for your classes, so you know when common deadlines are for the week and when your bigger due dates are throughout the term. Another fun fact about my office is that there's specific tutoring appointments just to build study skills, and it's all free. So please, you just have to use it. So there's test taking appointments, there's time management, skill building appointments, and there's also note taking appointments, and it's all scheduled through the WCS icon in your portal.
So we have some resources available for transfer non-traditional students within the University Center. We have a dedicated lounge space. Below are some photos of kind of what the space looks like during normal times, you know, pre and post COVID once we get there. So we have some lockers that can be rented for $10 a term through the information desk up on the second floor. We have some computers, and there's tables and chairs, there's a fridge, a small pantry area, that type of thing. There's also additional information within this space for accessing Veterans Affairs, childcare on the WU campus, WU student government, that type of thing. So in our COVID-19 environment, the lounge looks a little bit different than the slide before. We've been very intentional in terms of spacing the area so that there's 6 feet of separation, but still will be able to have a comfort feel because that's really important to us for the students using this space. Textbooks. So student government, so what we refer to as ASWU, has a program for selling textbooks. It's their free book exchange program. They have lots of information on their website about this, but they sell it specific to classes. So you're making sure that you're getting the specific book that you need for a specific class. You're not going to get a wrong version or anything like that. It's a really great thing. The Wolf Store also, you know, you can buy and rent and sell back your textbooks as well. There's their website there. It's books.wu.edu. And then the library. Oh my gosh, lots of digital resources and options for ordering physical books, curbside pickup, a wealth of information. I encourage you to visit their website. Student engagement, that's the department I'm part of. So we're located back behind the information desk in the University Center, which is up on the second floor. We have support staff that provide services, resources, advising, anything like that for non-traditional students, and of course transfer students as well. That would be myself as well as some other staff members in the office. We work on events, sometimes newsletters to give out general information to you all about stuff going on campus, and just, you know, fun facts and also kind of general guidelines and deadlines for, like, you know, what's it called? Prep week this time. I think it's not Dead Week anymore, it's Prep Week. And so just giving that type of information, and if there's like campus-wide events happening, you know, whether that's via the virtual world that we're living in right now or when we get to in-person, you know, providing that information to you all as well. Also, within our office, we provide an emergency locator service. So when we get back to having many in-person classes, this is a service that we provide to non-traditional and transfer students that fill out the form, and that is housed within the office that I work at. This gives us the schedule of the day of where you're at. And so if somebody is trying to get a hold of you in an emergency and can't reach you via cell phone or any other method, we know exactly where you're going to be at in a building. And so we can send somebody to go get you in the case of an emergency, to pull you out of a class to attend to whatever is going on. So that's a really unique feature and very valuable. Also, fun fact, University Center has lots of study space that has been socially distanced and lots of really comfortable furniture. I'm not gonna lie, the couches are great to take a nap in if you need to. And there's also, you know, a lot of other information that we have as part of our department, and so we've included the website down below on this. We also have the Child Development Center on campus. They are going to be open and will be taking care of children 18 months to 5th grade. I think for fall term, they might have scaled that back a little bit, but they'll have a lot more detailed information on their website. But they are a great resource on campus for students and faculty and staff. They have 3 different programs that they offer. They offer a toddler program, which is 18 months to 3 years, a preschool program, and an after-school program. I know with a lot of current WU students, they are eligible to apply for discounts to these programs, which makes it a really good deal. And also the education and resources that the students are getting are just top notch. It's great. The one cool thing too is that they moved into a new space pretty recently. And so they have an actual tour of the space. You can see it online before you even attempt to apply for anything, which I think is really neat. So.
Now, if you've been at other institutions, you'll know that the way that you get your advising and the way that you register for classes works a little bit differently at every institution. We wanted to provide a little overview of how advising works at WU. What's going to happen is that you will be assigned a faculty advisor from the department that you have declared your major in. So it's not just going to be some random person on campus that you're assigned to. It's going to be someone that is a professional in their field and teaching probably some of the classes that you'll be taking. You are required to meet with your assigned advisor once per term. What happens is Western puts on a hold on your account, which means that you cannot register for the following term's classes until that hold is removed. In order to get that hold removed, you have to meet with your advisor. So we require it, but I promise it's fun and I promise it's really useful. Now that's, you know, typically you're meeting with your major advisor from your major department for some guidance on what classes to be registering for the following term. That doesn't mean that you can't still access the services from my office and meet with an academic success advisor. We like to kind of call ourselves a one-stop shop for general questions about school policies, about, like I was mentioning earlier, success strategies, time management, but also we advise on what types of general education classes will fit best within your degree plan, and really just help look at the total picture of your life and see what's going to work best for you. I also plugged earlier that there's a lot of tutoring on campus. There are individual appointments that I was talking about earlier where they are either course-based or skills-based, but there's also some drop-in centers for the larger topic areas that offer a lot of support. So those are the Science Center, the Math Center, and the Writing Center, all of which are working on getting their digital presence set up and ready to go. But you can visit wu.edu/free tutoring to see more information on all of the tutoring services on campus.
All right, next we're going to talk about the Service Learning and Career Development Center. So SLCD offers a lot of different services to you. They are all free, and you can also use them once you've graduated and become an alumni. What they offer is career advising, exploring and deciding a major, explore and choose careers, internships and job search help, resume and cover letter reviews, networking. They offer mock interviews, and they also offer graduate school advising. They also, free to you, offer the following assessments, the MBTI. So if you're curious about your personality style and how that might fit in with a future career, I encourage you to take that. The Strong Interest Inventory is also one that will help you to identify what type of career will best fit your personality and your interests. I'd also encourage you to take that one. I took it as a graduate student and it was incredibly helpful to me. There are additional self-assessments that they can help you with. They do drop-in peer advising for resume and cover letters and general job search information. They also host workshops, networking, and events throughout the year. So they do professional workshops on campus, career fairs. They offer the etiquette dinner every year, which I've hosted a table many times for, and it's great. I missed it last spring. So hopefully this spring, 2021, we'll be able to resume it. They also have a career mentoring program. And finally, they do a lot with experiential learning through internships, alternative break opportunities, and additional volunteer opportunities. I highly encourage you to use this service. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the time you've taken to spend with us, and please feel free to reach out to any one of us if you have questions about your transition or student life here at Western.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.